This is not a drill. This is the real deal.
I'm a mess. Don't know how I got here, but I'm blessed. Didn't know it'd take me past my destiny. You're behind me with the rest, 'cause I'm a mess. No more you, you,
and I go home. You said things could only get better. I needed more than ever. They don't. How can I believe you when everything is secret, secret? Everything is secret, secret. Everything is secret, secret. Everything is secret. How can I believe it when everything is secret, secret? You see through.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It is not a game. I am a really big fan of superhero movies, okay? And today is March 4th. And for those of you who know, and if you don't know, you don't know, but I am here to tell you that March 4th is the day that The Batman, starring Robert Pattinson, debuts. Technically, I would say it was like last night, but today is the official day. This is the movie release date, and when I tell you this is not a drill, this is the real deal. I ain't never mapped out and trip planned as hard as I did today. Do you hear me? I currently have only 7 minutes to talk to you, so I am trying my absolute hardest, okay? Because I am not playing games. The only two movies I've been excited about since last year was Spider-Man No Way Home, which I've already seen. I've done a video briefly telling you guys my review of the movie. I'll link it down below. And this movie, The Batman. I am so excited for this movie. I know it's gonna be good. Like, I don't really have a question that it's gonna be good. I just feel like they're gonna exceed my expectations in some way. So this is my plan for today. It is 2 o'clock right now, Eastern time, and I am on my way to Indiana. I just came from Tennessee. I will make it to Indiana at around 5:20 p.m. I'm stopping at a Love's. As soon as I get there, I'm going to take a shower. Then I'm going to take a lift to the movie theater. And I've already purchased my ticket. So the things that I've done already, I have set up my lift. I have my lift coming at 6:40 to 6:55 p.m.-ish, right? It takes 20 minutes to get from the Love's to the movie theater that I'm trying to go to. I'm going to AMC in Indianapolis. These are the things that are not in my hands. Number one, I don't know if there's gonna be a shower available. I'm really hoping that I can get a shower in time, because I want to say before yesterday I was at a Love's and it took me over an hour to get a shower in. For some reason it was just super packed. It typically takes me an hour to take a shower, but I will cut that time down. Do you hear me? That's one thing that's out of my hands. The other thing is parking. I don't know how parking's gonna look, but I hope that I can have one parking spot where I can park. I don't care if I park in the back of the travel shop. I just want to park somewhere where I'm not concerned about them like telling me to move. I'll get there at like 5:20 or so it's not gonna be a terrible time, but you know, you never know, especially with the Loves, and I just don't have time to be trying to find parking. So I hope that I can just find a good place to park. One thing that I have told myself that I was gonna do is I am going to smuggle either nachos or a hot dog, or if they have popcorn from the Loves to the movie theater. Now I know a lot of you are saying like, well, the movie theater and the Loves are both gonna jip you, because Loves prices, pretty much every truck stop is going to jip you because they just cost extra for some doggone reason. But that's not necessarily my reasoning. I'm trying to avoid the lines when I get to the movie theater. I'm the type of person, when it's a movie that I like to see, especially like a superhero movie, I like to see all the previews of the movies that are to come later in the movie theater. I'm trying to get there on time, and the only reason why I didn't set up the lift to come earlier is that I still needed time to get there and to be able to take a shower and all that stuff, and these are just variables. The Lyft driver should be coming before 7, and I purchased my ticket for 7:30 p.m. so fingers crossed I'm able to get all this done before like 6:55 p.m. so that by 7 o'clock I am able to be on my way to the movie theater. I know some of you are gonna ask, well, why don't you just pull up in your truck to the movie theater? And my answer is simply, this is the movie debut of the Batman. I am not pulling up in my 53 footer. To be honest, I wouldn't have even done it if it'd been out for 3 weeks. And also, not to mention, I don't want to draw the attention of like this big old 53 foot truck parking in a parking lot that, you know, they're not like shipping anything. So I just wasn't trying to do that. But with that being said, it looks like my time is up, so I'm gonna go ahead and be on my way because I don't got time to be playing around. I will see you guys at Love's. Okay, so I had to do a voiceover because I was rushing and I didn't realize that the fan was on, so it made it hard for you guys to hear me speak. So you see my lips moving, but I just went ahead and decided to delete all the audio. I just wanted to show you guys me getting ready. I was rushing, so this is me putting on a little bit of makeup. FYI, I actually do all of my makeup with my hands. I've done my makeup in the past. I'll probably show a couple photos. And I'm not like a makeup guru or nothing like that, but I've found a way to do makeup that works best for me. And I realized that I just do it way better with my hands rather than a brush or a beauty blender. So as you can see, I'm using my hands for practically everything. And another trick that I do is I use the contour shade that I use on my face as the liner for my lips, and then I just use a lighter concealer for the inside of my lips, and then I put lip gloss over it. It's something that I've seen people do, and it works the best for me just because my lips are super full. And it doesn't look right if I use a lip liner for some reason. It looks a little too harsh. But other than that, yeah, I just wanted to show you guys how quick I was able to do my makeup. And it's not like, I guess, a flawless job, but it was enough for what I wanted to do. And I just went ahead, put some gel on my edges, and I was ready to go. Good girl.
Said I love you forever. We can make it together. What goes up must come down. There's lots of friendly faces all around, and nothing's ever lifting me higher than a touch of your sweet desire. Well, we're all built in right. We just have to hold on through the night. As long as we are watching the fire, we'll be safe from the devil's choir. I stand by you when you're falling, when the river is calling. I said I love you forever. We can make it together.
serial killer will cause Batman to question his moral compass, turning this classic superhero film into a psychological thriller.
Batman will also have to face Catwoman, played by the incredible Zoe Kravitz.
Her chemistry with Pattinson's Batman feels intense.
From what we've seen, the relationship between Batman and Catwoman will be brought to life in a way we've never seen before.
Who are you when you're there? Who else do you think will appear? Let us know what you think on Newbie Socials so we can check out your responses. I'm Taya Miller.
And I'm Matt Ramos. Enjoy the movie.
Carry you so tenderly. What I wanna say is that I stand by you when you're falling.
Good morning, everybody. The last time we spoke was a while back. I know, it was probably like a week ago. I went to go see Batman, and I'm telling y'all, if y'all want me to do a review on Batman, let me know, because I've seen it twice since then, and I might go see it again. Right now, I am actually in Ohio. I stayed the night at the shipper that I came to pick up my load, and I hooked up to my load last night. So I have to pee and I have to brush my teeth. I haven't brushed my teeth yet. I did wash my face, so I'm about to rinse my face cleanser off real fast out the window. I like to wash my hands before I brush my teeth, so I'm not about to just do that in here. Like, I'll do it if I really want to, but I'm like 27 miles away from a rest area, so I'm gonna just make it to the rest area first. Other than that, we are on our way to Pennsylvania. I will admit, I just came from York, Pennsylvania, and I want to say I've been there before, but I had never run into that specific situation that I was in. I think it was before yesterday, where I went and dropped off a load in York, and it was really tight in the area. Like, it wasn't too bad. I just found myself like struggling, but I still made it, of course. And then obviously once I got there, then they had me pick up in York, but my GPS wasn't working, so I had to like use Google Maps, and Google Maps is a great resource, understood, but I'm not used to it because I tend to use my GPS and I use this app called Truck Maps, but that wasn't working because I guess it just wasn't able to pick up because there were so many roads that weren't for trucks. And Google Maps, you can't adjust it where it knows that you're a truck. I could be wrong, but from what I can tell, it wouldn't let me do that. So it does reroute for you in case you can't go on that road, but most of those roads look like I couldn't go on them. I made it happen, of course, and it wasn't my worst time on tight roads, but I didn't expect it. This time around, I know where I'm going because I was there before yesterday, so I'm not too concerned. I'm just like, not antsy, but I'm just trying to remember, okay, where was I at last time, because I know at one point my GPS might end up going out and things like that. But hey, I also appreciate the load because it's good miles, so I'm not really complaining at all. But let me go ahead and rinse off my face wash thing, and then I'll see y'all when I get to the rest area. consignee. We're right now in York, Pennsylvania. I told you guys that we were gonna make it here. I know my hair looks a mess, to be honest. Everything is a mess right now. So yesterday I made it out here, but I didn't come to this location first. I actually ended up going to Conagra. I believe that's where I went. In York, Pennsylvania. Is probably about 20 miles from here, but the route to get there was very, very tight. It wasn't where I felt like I wasn't on a truck route per se, but I'm just gonna keep it real with you and say that they probably shouldn't have that much like truck stuff out here. It could also be that I just took a finicky route, but this time around I did not go to that location. I did come straight to this location because I'm picking up here. I have nothing to do with that location today, and the route to get here was so much easier. I think that it was honestly that specific shipper that I went to, or consignee that I went to, because it was in a very tight area to begin with. But anyways, right now I'm sitting here. I just dropped off my load and now I bobtailed to the shipping door. I'm also on my 30-minute break, and so I'm waiting that out a little bit. I'm gonna go and get an empty from the shipping office because apparently I have to go in there to get an empty. They can't just assign me one from the guard shack. So I'm gonna go in there, ask for an empty, then I'm gonna hook up to an empty. I'm gonna eat this sandwich that I got from Panera Bread. It was at one of the service plazas. That's one thing about coming out to Pennsylvania, because they have a bunch of service plazas. I found myself, I stopped at the service plaza with the Panera Bread, and I got me a sandwich, salad combo. I got me the Green Goddess salad and the chicken avocado chipotle sandwich. I'm about to eat that as well. But yeah, the goal is after I pick up this empty, I'm gonna try my best to head to I'm going to Quaker Oats in Mountaintop, Pennsylvania. I'm going out there to go and pick up my load, and then I'm headed back to Ohio, and we're just gonna do it like that. So if I can't make it out there, because I've already driven practically 450 miles, and it says it's gonna take 130 miles to get out there, and I have exactly 1 hour time difference between what it takes for me to get there and what it takes for me to be out of time, if that makes sense. And so I don't know if I'm gonna push it like that, but we'll see. Because the way I'm feeling, you know, like, we really gonna see. But I don't know how much more I'm gonna record today, just because I've been really just trying to get myself together, and I've been forgetting to record, unfortunately. I don't know, my mind's been like split like a starfish. Like, I've been thinking of like 12 different things at once, and I think that all of us have, considering what's going on in the country, and not just in our country, but you know, in Russia and Ukraine and all this conflict, unneeded conflict, and just the unneeded violence and things like that. And so I mean, that's not the only thing that's on my mind, but it really sucks when you know that unjust things are happening at mass amounts, and there's nothing that you can truly do about it. It just feels so sucky. So I'm praying for the people of Ukraine. I'm praying for everyone, honestly. That it feels very large, but to be completely honest, God knows our hearts. And if we just come to him with the worries of our hearts, with the things that are put on our hearts to pray for, I believe we're in alignment with him in those moments. So I know everybody right now is dealing with a lot mentally, and I just encourage you to take a break and pray, as simple as it may be. What I've been doing lately is I have a comic book trilogy of the Bible. I like reading the Bible, but sometimes when I just want to put my mind at ease, I just read the comic book. The ultimate way to be fed is by way of the Bible, but sometimes when I have a lot on my mind and I just want to be put into the world of the Bible as a way of not only to be taught but also entertainment, I read my comic book. It makes me feel productive as well, and I get to see the pretty pictures. You know, it's a way to just wind down before bed. So I say, if you are someone who is more visual when it comes to like learning and things like that, I believe I've said this before, but I would try purchasing a Bible comic book. I again wouldn't replace the Bible with a comic book, but I find it a lot easier to read too when I'm up here all over the place. Also, side note, Pepper started her heat thing. So please, everyone, give me a bunch of advice with that if you can in the comments. Anybody who's had a female puppy and you know you've experienced what I'm currently experiencing, please put it down in the comments. I do not plan on spaying her. I know there's going to be a lot of controversy with that, just because that's all I've seen. People have differing opinions about it, but I don't plan on spaying her anytime soon, if ever. She's not around any male dogs. She's strictly only around me and one other dog. So, but if you have any advice, please leave it down in the comments. None about spaying. I've already looked into it. I figured I've made my decision, but about the heat process, if you can give me some tips on that, I would love that. I'm gonna end it off here and say I love you all so much, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video.